Built circa 1870, the house is primarily significant for its unaltered interior.
Out there, I felt bad. In here, I feel fine.
She's vomiting, like, and it's weird.
Is that normal?
No, but the K2 is going off.
Did you hear that?
What was that?
Oh
my god! What? Going into this though, the lady whose house it is, Julia, she's like so casual about it.
And she's like, yeah, it's cool.
She's like, yeah, just come on. And I'm like, oh, but like, what about the ghosts? And she's like, no, I was like, whatever. Okay, it doesn't look too scary. Okay, we've got people outside working. Oh, maybe that's Scotty. Is that Scotty, you think? Yeah, it must be. Go ahead. How do you feel?
A little scared. More scared when it gets dark.
Melissa, how are you feeling?
Just a day alive. Okay, because we're outside. Once we get inside, I might be a little freaked.
Are you Scotty?
I am.
Hi, I'm Kelly. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How did you get involved in this paranormal stuff?
So I'm naturally a psychic medium. I decided to develop my skills and go forward with that. I met up with the PARLOR investigations crew, and they had already been doing investigations and were in the need of a medium. So I fit right in. We started doing investigations, and I guess 3 years later, so here we are. What I told Patrick earlier, and I didn't mention to anybody yet, is that prior to you folks contacting me, I had a strange dream about being in a house that was full of mediums and psychics. Then I got a call a couple weeks later, and then we're here, and I'm at a house that is like something that I feel like they probably had some... Did you hear that?
What was that?
Like they probably had some... Did you hear that?
What was that?
I hope the audio picked that up. That was cool.
Did you hear that?
I thought that was someone.
If I were going to tell you that I was not afraid, I'd be lying, because I said I need to bring my partner Patrick with us because I got to make sure that I'm going to be okay.
Okay, so we were going to wait for the sun to go down, but I do want to just check out the backyard really quickly before the sun goes down so we can get some visuals. And are you getting anything like out here?
So, full disclosure, earlier when I was in the car, I told Patrick, and I wrote it down, that I thought that there was like some sort of cemetery where people possibly buried that belonged to the house. All right, I heard somebody say, all right, buddy, you're close. So we're close to where the graves must be.
It is believed that underneath here is where Miss Fanny buried her dog that she was really close with.
Okay. So as I'm sitting here, I'll tell you what I'm being told. You're missing the big picture. There are more graves here. There are actually people buried. Like, I don't know what that's all about right there, but he's making me feel that over here, there's definitely people here.
Let's keep walking.
I feel like I got punched in the face, so we must not be far.
Originally, it's like a 100-acre property, and it's believed that there are bodies.
Well, not far from where we're standing, there's definitely people buried. The male left me back there, and a woman came over here, and she said, you're standing in amongst us. So this one woman who's talking to me probably got hit in the head really hard, and she probably passed away from some kind of blunt force trauma to her head. Because I could feel it, and my eye is like sort of losing focus. And I have a lot of pain here, so maybe she had a bad fall and got hurt that way, or something hit her.
Does she have any, not connection, but like...
Anna, N-A-N, I think her name's like Anna, like definitely this big A and N is in her name. We can come out, and we can explain to her, after I have a better knowledge of the inside of the house and the other people or spirits that are here, we can come back out and...
See if there's a relation?
See if there's a relation and something we could do. I feel like she's like 25 or so.
How can we make sure we're being respectful of the house and its history?
So basically what I would do is we don't make fun of anything. We don't make jokes about the spirits that might be there. It's okay to be light and, talk amongst ourselves and that, but we never want to go in there and be like, hey, if you're in here, why don't you throw a lamp or something and make a joke out of that kind of thing, because that could upset them. And what they will do is they will not throw a lamp, but they will press up against you and your energy, and they will take you and make you tired. They'll make you have a headache. They'll give you nausea. They'll give you weak knees, the whole 9 yards. They will just take the energy out of your body, and then you won't feel good. It could last for hours, days, or even weeks. People get affected by this stuff.
Wow.
So all you got to do to be safe is to be respectful. Okay. That's it.
Any numbers? Like a number of spirits or...
Well, if it's anything like my dream, it's going to be a house full of spirits.
Night has fallen and we are going into the house. Scott, you ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Nope.
Here we go.
I think this used to be switched. That was a living room, and this was a dining room. I feel like I'm watching people around a table, and this goes a little bit back to what I was saying earlier about maybe mediums or psychics living in this house prior. People doing like Ouija board stuff, seance stuff in here. One of the things that's happening is there's this male energy, and I feel like he's like a janitor. I see him pushing a broom, but for some reason he's hitting this door a lot. So I'm watching him. Is the K2 going off? Where's your phone?
Oh.
Okay, so right now what you're experiencing is that the K2 is going off. We don't have any electronic equipment around it. This is typical of paranormal activity happening.
And I'm just going to step back from the camera a little bit.
And a possible spirit. Bring it to the light. So this is how we debunk. So that's not giving off any K2. The camera's not doing it. My phone is away. Yeah.
Even my phones aren't.
So that was a good solid K2 hit, as I'm talking about this spirit who was banging against his door a lot. This guy is a guy who cleaned the mill. This guy pushed the broom a lot. He did a lot of this. Is that?
Yeah.
What's weird is he keeps showing me pushing this broom up against this door. I don't know what that means. Didn't live here, isn't happy here. I think he's kind of stuck.
Oh, interesting.
It might have something to do with this.
If we open the door, will he feel better?
No. It's almost unnatural how many spirits are like in this house. I do understand why people would feel freaked out here or bothered. Now you got another spirit in here. It's a female. This woman is really weird. She's very not put together like the gentleman there. This woman is like falling apart. She's gross. And she's like, I'm gonna say, I don't sound weird, but she's like, I'm just looking for Charlie. And she's pacing back and forth, and sometimes she goes up the walls. She's vomiting, and it's weird. She's like, bleh, like almost like a way to keep us from being comfortable in here.
Can you smell anything?
No, but she knows I can see it, and that's why she's being as grotesque as she is. Yeah, the longer we stay in here, how do you feel? I want to know how you feel, because I can see what she's doing, and it's bad. It's bad for everybody, so we're not going to stay in here.
Should we leave?
Not yet. I'll let you know. This woman came right to the door, and she said, "Oh, Mom, knock it off." This woman is saying, "You go outside and feed the f***ing horses," to this woman over here. So she's like a crazy person. I don't know if they had horses or what the deal is. But she's saying to this woman sitting here, and this woman is like, "Mom, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy."
So they're related.
Absolutely. And what's really strange, all of these rooms have barriers on them.
Is that normal?
No. It's cold over here.
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow.
So that's the energy doing this. Now, I don't know what time they're from, because she feels like Leave It to Beaver, but she feels like old.
That's Miss Fanny.
Is it? Mm-hmm. This is Miss Fanny here on the floor then. The reason I think that she's not leaving is because of all these damn barriers that are up all over the place. There's another woman in here. She's interesting. And she's like, "They treat me poorly, darling," is how she said it to me, which is very interesting. She doesn't seem to have anything wrong with her. She's got long silver hair. So she may be attached to this furniture, because she's spending a lot of time here and she's brushing her hair. She smokes cigarettes. So she is in here, and I don't know if the family smells it, but there's some smoke smell. She's very vain. It's very interesting, because she's the whole time sat here and then moved back here where she could still see herself. Mm-hmm. And she sits here and smokes. I think it's very heavily attached to whatever this is, since she's won't leave the view of the mirrors.
Mm-hmm. Who was that?
Patrick.
Patrick. It's a lot colder up here.
Ooh, where do we start, huh? So one of the things I've said several times throughout this is that I feel like this house is very heavily dominated by females for one reason or another, and they do not like men. Like, I know that they don't like me because they're like showing me weird stuff that kind of freak me out. Like this, I'm seeing another woman completely different from everybody else who's in this bathtub. I wonder if this is the same girl I saw outside.
I was just gonna ask that.
Because she's doing the same thing. I'm getting all this pain, and she's showing me the wounds. I think it's the same girl. Just now she's not dressed and she's like clean.
Oh, you can like see the wounds?
Yeah. She is creepy as hell. And she's like, men are not welcome here.
Are we allowed to ask her name?
Anna. She's like, I'm Anna. Anna.
Oh.
What happened to you?
I think that she may have been hit by a car. Maybe automobile or something. Yeah, maybe that's what she was talking about. They left me. Okay, time for me to get out of here.
Wait, what happened in there?
I'll tell you in a second. She's like, find me, find me, find me. Then all of a sudden she switched gears and started getting up out of the tub like all seductive like. And I was like, nope, no, I don't know what you're doing. I'm not having that. That's weird. That's real weird.
How do you feel in here compared to the other rooms?
Out there I felt bad. In here I feel fine.
Bad as in
Heavy. In this closet doesn't feel that way. It feels like exactly how I thought it might, like safety. Seems to be a little boy. He's probably 5 or 6. I don't know why he passed away. He did tell me when I first sat in here, like when I asked him if I could help him find somebody or help him, and he was basically like, if you can help me find my mom, but I don't feel her connection here at all.
How did he get stuck here?
I don't know. It's a very interesting kind of thing. It's almost like he wandered in here and that was it, which seems to be the case for a lot of the people here. They came to this house and they could not get out.
We made it. We made it.
I almost died.
Scariest thing. That might be the scariest thing I've done ever. Okay, we just got outside. We just wrapped everything. Thoughts overall?
#1 most paranormally active home I've ever been in.
And us leaving, like, we obviously don't want to take anything home with us, so how do we, like, cleanse ourselves? Do we say goodbye to the house?
So that's exactly what we're going to say. We're going to say goodbye. Thank you for interacting with us. And we would not like to have anybody come home with us. This is your home, and you will stay here.
Was that a blanket for everybody or each
For
individual?
everybody,
Okay.
yep.
Hi, Patrick. Hey. How are you?
Good, good.
When we left Fanny's house, did you think you guys would end up hearing anything later?
Well, there was very minimal there, but I was hopeful that we would get something. But I listened to it a couple times, and there's nothing there.
What are your immediate thoughts?
That it was one of the best haunted houses I've ever been in, for sure. Normally I go in not expecting much like this time, and it was like a 10.
I need something solid. I can't say something paranormal if I don't have something in front of me.
You ladies got like 1/3 of the investigation. You got the part where I walk through and I do my stuff, but after that is when the lights go out and the cameras and all the equipment comes out. I hope that the spirits want to interact more with the devices next time to prove to everybody that they're there, not just me saying it, you know.